Hi everyone! For those who don't know, I am Mallory Dunn and I'm the owner and designer of Smart Glamour. First, I want to thank you for watching this video. Just by watching our content and liking and sharing and engaging with it, you are already helping and supporting Smart Glamour in such a big way, and I really appreciate it. If you've gone beyond that and you've shopped with us, or you've shared our content in the past, or you've bought something for someone else, or bought a gift card, or donated to anything that we've ever raised money for, etc., then I want to thank you again for that. Smart Glamour is an incredibly small business, as I'm sure you know, run by only me on my own and completely self-funded. Smart Glamour would not exist without my customers, without my friends and family, without my incredible models, without all the publications that write about it and engage with me and interview me and shoot features with me for different media venues. Smart Glamour is a huge labor of love. It's what I spend my whole life working on. It's pretty much the first thing I think about when I get up every day, and one of the last things I think about before I go to bed. I'm constantly making lists and trying to come up with new ways to make Smart Glamour better, to make new collections, to add new pieces, to create new content, come up with new photo shoots, new campaigns, new lookbooks, new ways to have runway shows. I'm constantly trying to make it as inclusive as possible, as diverse as possible, as accurate as possible. All of these things are super, super, super important to me. And I really just want to start this video off by saying thank you, thank you, thank you, because if you have supported Smart Glamour in any way, you are just as much of a part of it as I am. And you've helped me change people's lives with it. And for that, I am eternally grateful. Smart Glamour just had its 3-year birthday, and we are starting on our 4th year of business, which just seems crazy to me. When I started Smart Glamour in February of 2014, I wouldn't have been able to do so without the small Indiegogo campaign that I launched. I then found out quickly how incredibly expensive it is to run a clothing label, and even though I was still working my freelance jobs and I was taking more and more Smart Glamour customers in as time went on, I did another small fundraising campaign in summer of 2014. That second campaign helped me buy my 3rd dress form that allowed me to expand our sizes to 6X. It bought the camera that I'm talking to right now. And it helped me fund fabric and more website features, etc., etc. That was 2.5 years ago. And since then, Smart Glamour has grown just on customer sales and small business loans. I know it says on our website that everything that Smart Glamour makes is handmade with love from Queens, New York, and that's true. It doesn't explicitly say this, but most of you know that everything that you see in Smart Glamour, that you receive in the mail, that's all over the website, is made by only me. I do that from my studio. You may have seen glimpses of my studio in my Upworthy piece, or the piece that aired on Oxygen last summer. But my studio was just one room within my house, which means I barely ever leave my house. There are a lot of benefits to working from home. I make my own schedule, I get to see my dogs and my husband a lot. But on the flip side of that, there are also some drawbacks. I've been working from home for 2 years now, and Smart Glamour is so innately based on people and everyday people that I see all the time on the train, and unfortunately for my house, I don't interact with anyone. This really can stifle my creativity. It makes it harder for me to self-motivate and be incredibly productive. It's harder for me to create a set schedule for myself, which makes it harder for me to create a set eating schedule for myself and sleep schedule for myself especially, and in general has just led to some emotional and physical and mental health issues for me that I know are directly tied to never leaving home and always being here, and my work life and my home life being so incredibly intertwined for such a long time. So why am I bringing this up? Again, as some of you may know, I was lucky enough to have a 3-month pop-up shop in the East Village in spring 2015, and it was so incredible. Smart Glamour and myself really thrived off of being able to interact one-on-one with customers, having a place to go every day, a physical safe space to be used for empowering events, shooting video, doing photo shoots, having meetings with publications and stylists, and I would really love to get Smart Glamour back to that place. Ideally, in the future, the long-term goal for Smart Glamour is to have stores all over the country that are just like that pop-up was. But brick and mortar stores are really expensive, especially in New York City, where my first one would be. which is why over the past year I've been doing small pop-ups in different cities across the country. And I still want to keep doing that. But I think the next great step for Smart Glamour and myself to get out of the house, to interact with more people, to have a real true office space is to move Smart Glamour into a studio space not too far away from where I am now, where I would recreate my current studio there, but the space also has a lobby, it has a conference room, it has an outdoor space, it has an art gallery, so there's a lot of options for me to take meetings, to have customers in and get measured, to see the clothes in person, to do photo shoots, to do live Facebook videos, all kinds of things, basically to give Smart Glamour an office. So I'm really excited to announce that yesterday I signed a lease and I put down a deposit for Smart Glamour's brand new studio space. And we're going to be located out of Greenpoint, Brooklyn. And while the deposit is down and the lease is signed, I need a little bit more help, and that's where you come in. My move-in date is April 1st, and today is March 4th. I have a lot to do within the next less than a month, and I'm also going to be doing 2 other photo shoots in that time as well as obviously upkeeping Smart Glamour, getting all my orders out, maintaining the website, running social media, answering emails, answering customer service, reaching out to PR, all the things I already do. And I'm sure, as many of you may know, moving is incredibly expensive. And it's even more expensive in New York City. On April 1st, I owe another deposit as well as my rent. I'm also going to need to fund the actual move itself and buy new furniture and shelving and creative storage solutions for my new small studio space. So 2.5 years after we launched our last fundraising campaign, we are starting a new one. And with this new campaign, I'm looking to raise $2,000, which will go to all those things that I just mentioned. I'm sure that most people can identify with the fact that asking for help is not always the easiest thing to do. And if you have even $1 to spare to help Smart Glamour grow, so that we can continue to shake up the fashion industry, so that we continue to change it from the inside out, so that we can continue to make clothing accessible for all bodies, and make sure that all human beings are represented, all human beings know that they are worthwhile, that they are beautiful, whatever beautiful means to them, and that they deserve to have clothing, have fashion, have beauty, have all of those really fun things that mainstream media seems to think that only 5% of the population deserve. Please make sure to take a look at our full campaign, read more about us, go to smartglamour.com and learn more about me and about the brand if you aren't familiar with it already. And make sure to check out the rewards that you'll get for the different levels of donations that you can give. They range anywhere from a thank you or a handwritten card to a gift certificate to Smart Glamour, all the way to a custom-made piece. And if you can't give monetarily, I completely understand. Just liking and sharing this video and this link and commenting on our social media day to day is incredibly helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter at smartglamour.com, and of course, keep shopping with us. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, taking the time to read through our campaign, taking the time and the money to donate to it, taking the time to interact with Smart Glamour on social media, or sign up for our newsletters, or shop with us. I really truly appreciate it, more than you know, more than I'm really capable of explaining well. Smart Glamour and this movement and this community that I've built over the past few years is so incredibly important to me. I know that I'm doing good work, and I know that I'm helping people, and to be able to do that by doing what I love, which is making clothing and designing and preaching about body positivity and body politics and feminism to everybody every day, is so magical and wonderful, and I'm so grateful that this is what I get to do with my life, and that is only plausible because of you. Thank you.